So here we're just replacing a few seals and putting the transmission back together. We have the rear set brackets anodized and putting on a set of folding rear sets. This is an A and B reservoir, and we're using the locking screw holes for the stock speedo for mounting. Here we're putting a little heat so we can remove the original spigots. The new Devaloop carbs we're using require a new spigot. These carbs are originally for the R90 or R100 models, so the spacing is a little off. To correct this, we're going to remove about a ½ inch of material from the new spigots. Now with the carbs complete, we're moving on to the electronics. For the brake switch on the rear, we're using a pressure switch. For the ignition, we've upgraded to the EME digital ignition system. This will attach to the stator. Here we're adding a hole to the new subframe and pulling the LED taillight wiring through. So now we're mounting the handlebars and getting everything in place where we want it. We're going to pin it and then take it all back apart. The reason for this is we'll be using the Moto Gadget mini switches, and those switches are pre-wired and the wires run through the handlebars, and what we want to do is run them through the handlebars, down through the riser clamp and through the triple so that you can't see anything. The pinning will allow us to keep our location, so we put everything back together, it all lines up and the holes all align. Now I've reattached the risers and the handlebar, and I'm using the hole we just added to align the hole drilling into the handlebar. These are the hole for the mini switches. You want to make sure all the burrs are removed so that you don't snag the wires. Now we're just reinstalling all the controls back to the pin locations.